You're listening to the Daily Nugget. It's dnugget.com for June 3rd, 2024. It is Food Monday, and we are all back. Everyone's back.
Jen is back, and her internet works where she is now.
Because I actually have internet here.
Well, you had internet there. It was just real...
No, I didn't.
Real not good.
I'm trying to figure out if it would have been better for Janelle or Jen to have dial-up internet. I'm sorry, I said Janelle because that's what Janelle used to have.
I know. I have fiber here, but they don't have that yet.
It's funny.
It's our new place.
You guys have fiber in the middle of Oklahoma, in a little tiny city in Oklahoma, and Andy and I cannot get it in the big city.
Get on it, man.
In Minnesota. Yeah.
They are they literally were digging holes in my front yard yesterday for it.
I saw that the other day. Cool. I was just like, oh, Andy must be getting fiber.
Cool.
We'll see. We'll see.
But it might be fiber.
I said, give me the Janelle.
That's creepy.
Did they hand you broccoli?
Yes. And they said, put this into the wires. Connect them. Here's here's the broccoli. Here's the wires.
Already.
That's your hand.
Already.
That's your hand gesture.
It's Food Monday. I'm starting off the week strong, Jen.
It's true.
Apparently.
This is a strong start. That's Jen. Janelle's here. Awesome producer, Sam.
Are we going to talk about broccoli tonight?
Kind of.
Yeah, actually we are. Here we have a lady who has some thoughts.
Okay, awesome.
It's Janelle.
Here we go.
No.
There she is.
Yeah.
Veganism is like communism. They're both fine unless you like food.
What in the what?
What?
Veganism is like communism. They're both fine unless you like food.
Is she eating potato chips?
I think
she's eating beef jerky, actually.
Oh.
Well, they're chips of some sort, but they look like really like fancy chips. Those aren't just your run-of-the-mill Doritos.
It sounds like she's just like some rando that's just happened by and a camera was rolling. What? Who gives her the authority to speak on veganism?
Yeah, why is she standing like that?
I believe she's a former vegan.
Oh, well.
She looks like she's going to take a nap on that fence.
Not if it's electrified.
She's wrong.
Well, why is she leaning on it like that? It's weird.
I don't know.
Why are you judging the way that she leans on a fence?
Because she's judging vegans.
Yeah.
You're awful judgy.
Right.
Yeah, what would Jesus do here, Jen?
Yes.
He'd be concerned for her. Why are you leaning like that?
She's trying to look cool, Jen. That's what the kids do.
Yeah. She's got a little head bobble trying to be cool.
You got to put your elbow up. Okay, her elbow is at an odd angle above
it's so
her.
high.
Yeah, I feel like
I sleep like that sometimes.
feel like she might have
with a chip right here.
I mean, that's what I did when I pinched the nerve in my neck. I would do that, but that might pinch it again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have you ever had? I feel like that was one of those things where she started the video like this and she thought, "Well, I can't stop now."
Feel cool,
or you ever had, being on an airplane or something, and you didn't claim the armrest between you and the other person, and they took it,
you're just
and then. Then you're like this the whole time. You're like, oh man, that's too. I gotta be like this for the next 3 hours.
T-Rex it for a while.
T-Rex arms.
I'm like this.
Yeah, I've been in that situation so many times. It's just you
are significantly skinnier than the rest of us.
You're not doing T-Rex hands.
My husband always has to have an aisle seat, and I always have to sit by him. It's always a fully loaded plane, no space, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I always invariably there's this big old hulking guy that's on one side of me, and then I have my husband who's, he's not a skinny mini. So anyway, it's like I got to do this all the time.
So now I forget what did you call this was before we started recording, but we were talking about a road that was bigger. What did you call it, Janelle? The road?
Oh, a white spot in the road. I don't
Wow.
believe you guys haven't ever heard of that. That to me that means there's not much there. So it's just like barely, just like
That's a worse insult.
You're not calling them fat. You're calling them stupid.
Dumb. Yeah.
What's that insult? I'm fat, you're stupid, I can lose weight.
I not that way with people. No.
Oh.
Guys, I mean, I'm just saying, I've tried to be as accurate as possible.
Well, the thing I wonder, though, is for people of a certain size, are they aware that they are causing extreme discomfort to the people next to them on the plane?
No clue.
Well, I know I am regularly.
Yeah, some of them are.
Some of them are aware.
Because they feel uncomfortable too.
Yeah.
I had one flight where it was one of those little 2x2 ones,
Yeah.
On the side, as a tall guy, I'm like this.
Yeah.
And so I was window, and the lady next to me was aisle and part of window. she was bleeding over into my spot.
Oh.
And so the whole time I'm like this, and it was the most uncomfortable thing. And she didn't say a word to me.
Oh, wow.
I feel like maybe she could have just said like, "I'm sorry."
Mm-hmm.
That would have meant a lot.
You just suffered in silence?
What am I supposed to do? What do you do in that situation?
When I lived out in New Orleans, I got this super cheap flight and to come see my now wife and Andy. And I remember thinking when I got to my seat, I thought, oh, this is probably why this seat was so cheap. There were two men, large men. They were both well above 6 foot, but they had the same ratio that I did before I lost a whole bunch of weight. So
they were a wide spot in the road.
No, they narrowed that road. I sat in between them, and I've never felt so sweaty at the end of a flight than that moment. There were two huge dudes, and like I'm pretty sure it made a suction noise when I sat down between them.
What?
Oh, gross.
And like, so you have the seats, and like the lady you were sitting next to, they were both spilling over. And
what are we talking about?
I was in the middle somehow. I don't remember enjoying it. I may have blacked out during part of that.
That would have been a favor for you.
Yeah, I wish I would have just passed out.
I can relate, Sam, because I was once on an international flight. So I think it was the one when I came back from India. Anyway, I was between two business associates. They worked together, and I was between them. Why? I have no idea. Foreign language. They talked to us worse than a woman. I'm telling you, they had too many words on that flight because they just kept talking over me, and it was the worst. I couldn't focus. I couldn't read. I couldn't sleep. Because they were constantly yammering.
Get it out, Janelle. God.
Then what happened? How did that make you feel, Janelle?
Awful.
This has turned into a therapy session here for Janelle.
Yammering.
Now, is Janelle limited to a certain amount of accents, letters in the accents?
Well,
she's cruising right now.
That sounded more like animal noises.
I'm teaching my son those noises. Sounds just like it.
What does the plane guy say?
Oh, and that is the Nugget. And I feel like I gotta say congratulations to Janelle, because I feel like this episode could have really been geared at you, and it didn't go that direction.
No,
Until the
So way to deflect.
you're welcome.
Andy.
Way to deflect.
Oh, there you go. Your camera.
And now I'm
for a second
unfrozen.
there.
NuggetHateMail@gmail.com. Let us know proper plane etiquette. I was just looking it up on Twitter, which is the ultimate authority for everything. And one person says that if you're in the middle seat, you have the right to both armrests. And I have to agree.
Whatever.
I have to agree with that. No? You don't think so, Jen?
That's a debate for another day.
All right. You know what? We'll put it on the list.
All right.
For a
Yes,
Tijuana Tuesday.
I'll put
at last.
it on the future stuff list.
All right. Plain seat etiquette. NuggetHateMail@gmail.com. Oh, we do have a hate mail, but we'll do it later on this week.
Yeah, we need to do that later on this week.
It's a very special Nugget hate mail.